Today is March 26th, Sunday, 2017. It is day one of 100 days of food. It's not actually day one. The food that we're growing, we've been growing probably for months. But this is day one of a challenge that I'm setting for myself and my family. We want to see what we can do, how much we can do on a very small piece of property. No extra hands, no extra help. Ingenuity, hard work, sacrifice, all those good things. What can we do to supply food for ourselves and our family right from our own land? It's not even our own land. We rent. So if we can do it, you can do it. Hopefully this will be a challenge for you, a way that you can be encouraged as well. If I step back here, you'll be able to see the entirety of the homestead. That's it. That's the chicken coop, chicken yard, garden, greenhouse. We got no fruit trees, no berry bushes. That's all we've got. We started with chickens a few months ago, and at first all they did was consume. But now they're producing. It's kind of the same thing for us. For many years all we did was consume, but we want to become producers. We want to take care of ourselves first, and whatever's left, if there's any kind of assistance that we can provide or profit that we can make, we want to do that. We think that this is a good thing to do. We've already started. So this day one is not necessarily, we haven't even broken ground yet, because if you've seen my other videos, you know that we have. We've got the chickens. We've got the garden spot. It's not acres. See, there's weed barrier, cardboard. I've yet to do that. It's not acres. It's not acreage. It's not mile upon mile of open field of fertile soil. It's 300 square feet minus the walkway of garden spot. But this is what we've got. This is what we're going to make something out of. Here we got rose bushes. Not really good for food, but the flowers are nice. You can sell them as cut. And then the rose hips for vitamin C. You're ready for a real high-tech greenhouse? Look at this. Genuine hog panel. Nailed down into 2x4s. Genuine plastic sheeting. And a dollar store clamp for a door. Right now, this cabbage is left over from last year. It's about to bolt. They usually bolt in the second year. No fruit necessarily on this cabbage, but we might get flowers, which means we'll get seeds. Speaking of seeds, this over here is mung bean. This was a science project. Never had a mung bean, don't know what a mung bean is or does, or if it's good for you, if it's even good or not. That's what those are. More will go in here as need dictates. This is a Boy Scout project. We've got cilantro, oregano, kale. Well, you can feel the moisture and the heat in here. Here we got Roma tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, zucchini, green beans, broccoli. The unmarked ones back there, that's spinach. That's Swiss chard and rainbow chard, butternut squash, jalapenos, cabbage. This is parsley. We got some sage and some rosemary. And yes, inside I'm growing thyme. These are left over from last year. So when I say this is day one, you know what I mean. Yes, I know. Hello, Sean the Brave Rooster. You're now cock of the walk. You rule the roost. Last year, we didn't have a chicken yard. Now we do. For $100, I was able to put in 25 by 25. So that's 600 and some odd square feet of chicken yard. I built this out of a ripped 2x2. It closes on its own by gravity. No springs attached. Nice secure latch, predator proof. predator resistant. Reese lives in here. Where's Reese? There's Reese. Reese is the rabbit. He's the sheriff. He's all fat and sassy in there. He loves being outdoors, loves having all this space to run around in. He's got food, he's got water, he's got some Timothy, all kind of space. And he sleeps in here. That's Mighty Marco. Mighty Marco has proven to be too mighty for the homestead. And he is going to go on to fight evil in another dimension. Or we're going to find a new home for him. Here's a compost bin, currently empty. And the firewood pile. This was the dust bath. And that's the food. This is what I've got to work with. This is what I've got to work with. Let's see what we can do. One other thing. I've got food growing indoors too. My birthday in November, Mama got me a Miracle Grow Aero Garden, little hydroponic herb garden set, desktop. And I had dill, which has since died, basil, and parsley growing in there. Then on Christmas, exactly 3 months ago and a day, I got another one with 7 spots for plants. So I've got 3 cherry tomato plants growing in there. I've got Thai basil. I don't even like Thai food. I should have chosen a different pod. Whistling rooster. I've got chives. I've got thyme. And what else? Oh, and mint, which is really invasive. I'm also growing sunflowers. Yeah, they're about 6.5 feet tall right now, inside in the window. I've got succulents, we've got clover, aloe vera, medicinal plant. All of this is growing inside. So when I say this is day 1, it's day 1 of the challenge. We're counting from today. My seedlings just started yesterday. So it's the day 1 plus 1. The other arugula, the cilantro, and the kale, I started weeks ago. Started them as seedlings, sprouts inside, transferred them to dirt, had them next to the Aero Gardens with their little UV lights, LEDs, and they use that to get established. Now that they're outside in a nice warm environment in that greenhouse, getting water, getting sunshine, getting air, they're really beginning to grow. So I've been growing food one way or the other since about 9 months ago when we first got our first chickens, of which Pretty is the only one remaining. Got more chickens since then. Got the Aero Garden in November. A month later, got another Aero Garden. Started some seeds inside. Just put some seeds in pots outside yesterday. Forked up the ground, covered it in mulch. The chickens have tilled it, weeded it, gotten rid of all the parasites. I think we're ready to go. So we're counting from today. First week of spring. Second week of spring. First weekend of spring. How about that? I don't know the phase of the moon or whether the sun is in the house of Taurus or anything like that. But I do know we're going to do the best we can. And hopefully this encourages you to do the same. Please, you have no idea how encouraging it is. Like, comment, and subscribe.